Live from Kingston, New York. It's Saturday morning. Some of that will come out on the video. Yeah, we're going to do some weights, some upper body work today, and then we're going to get down the floor and we're going to drop down and down regulate. Oh, none of that will come out in the video. I'll say it again. Live from Kingston, New York. It's Saturday morning. Okay, that's my big news. Let me just set this thing up one step further. Let me go one step further into the matrix. Okay, I've done it. We're all in. I have found the portal called the interwebs and the YouTubia. Let's just start with some breathing with our arms going up for 6 counts and down for 6 counts. So it's coherent breathing. I know I'm having inhale, stretch it up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take it down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, open your heart and lungs. 4, 5, 6. Exhale down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale down. 2, 3. But wait, hold on. Don't wait. Oh, yes. Let Amy in. Yes, yes, yes. 5, 6. Inhale up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If it feels okay, going a little bigger, arching to the ceiling and bend your knees down. 2, round your spine. 4, 5, drop your head. If that's okay, inhale up. 2, or stay vertical. 4, 5, 6. Exhale down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last one, come up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stay up. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. We're just changing it. 6. Inhale down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale down, arms coming forward. 2, 4, 5, 6. Exhale up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And just shake it out, let it go. So we don't always have to inhale up, exhale down. We can change it to exhale up, inhale down, right? Different ways of breathing, different ways of moving will have a slightly different effect on our height, on our tissues, on our breath, on our movement. Obviously, that's what we're doing. So let's just do we're going to do some light weights today. And I'm just going to stick with light weights today. So normally I go for 6-pound weights, but I'm just going to do 3s today. So if you don't have any, there's all sorts of bells and whistles. Up, you're going to, hold on. Hands are going to be facing down. If you don't have any weights, grab a couple cans, get something you can hold on to. Coming up, halfway, flipping over, opening out, bringing it back, flipping it down, lower down. Halfway up, flip, open, close, flip, lower, up, flip, open, close, flip, lower, up, twist, open, close, twist, or doing it with no weights at all is also fine. Flip, open, close, down, up, flip, open, close, down, up, open, down, last one, up, open, down. Let's take one arm up and down, the other arm up and down. Take it out to the side and down, and out to the side and down. Up the front and lower, up the front and lower, to the side, lower, to the side, lower, front, down, front, down. If you've got heavier weights and they start to get too heavy, just put them down. Keep going with the movement without the weights. Up, down, up, down, side, down. I'm not really going higher than my shoulder. I realize that in the video, it will look like it's higher, but if you look out here, it's really the same. Up, down, side, side, front, front, side, side. We're going to add back, back. Just let's go with back for a few. So just even it out, back and back. If this was ballet, we would say we're doing it en croix, front side, back side. So let's try it that way. Let's try one side doing the whole thing. So we're going to have front, side, back, side. Other one. Front, side, back, side. We're going to flip it so palm is up. Front, keep it facing that direction. Side, keep it facing that direction. Back, side. Palm up. Front, side, back, side. We're going to try both together. Front, palms facing the front, back, and side, and then flip them palms down. Front, side, back, side. Good. We're doing a bunch of like arm exercises as if this were ballet class and our arms were our legs. So we're going to do a couple more things, just taking off my sweatshirt, which I really didn't quite need because we got the heat. We're going to do circles, just small circles out and around. Imagine that you are like a manta ray swimming. Let that move through your body. So into your shoulder girdle, into your rotator cuff, circling, getting maybe a little bit bigger, and change direction. Start small. So yeah, I am just getting over a cold, and this feels like a lot of work to me. Good, and let that go. We're going to do bend and stretch with your legs. So plie, releve. If you need to avoid your legs, because I know we have some injuries in my Zoom room, then just do the arms. But I'm going to do a plie. Let's do plie, stretch, up, down, bend, straighten, push, come down. Bend, make it really small if you need to. Down, bend, straighten, push, lower, bend, straighten parallel, lower, bend, straighten, up and down. Very small amount of turnout. So like something really manageable from here. Bend, straighten, up, down, knees over your toes, up, down, plie, stretch, press, lower, plie, stretch, press, lower, plie, stretch, press, lower, plie, stretch, into parallel, just a little wider, bend, stretch, up, down, bend, stretch, up, down, bend, stretch. So as we're moving our bodies like this, we are building the tissue, the integrity of the tissue. So tell your body that. Building bone density. Let's relax and shake it out. Circle your shoulders. Hydrating joints, increasing the production of the synovial fluid, the fluid in the joints that makes it, it's the lubrication, makes it lubricated and happy. Change direction, up and over. And because I'm just getting over this cold, I feel like that's kind of enough weights for me. I'm going to have a sip of tea and we will take it down to the floor. And no coffee. This is actually the first caffeine that I've had since probably Tuesday, which is, I'm still pretty hyper, even with my cold. But I think my body functions a lot better without coffee. Or my gut body functions a lot better without coffee. I know that to be true. All right, we're going to take it down onto the floor. Ah, let yourself let go. Let yourself let go. Allow some release. Allow tension to melt away. Whatever you're worrying about for right now, see if you can just take off that backpack of worries and melt into the floor just for this little moment. Telling your body that it's okay, it's safe, and it's safe enough to let go. With that, let's just turn our head gently from side to side, looking around, orienting yourself, taking in the environment, letting your neck and shoulders soften. This doesn't have to be a huge range of motion. It could just be a little side to side. And from that, let's start to add the roll, just rolling slowly onto one side and then rolling slowly onto the other side. The secret, the secret for me to being able to continue moving in intense ways has been to really give my body time to soften, downregulate, and let go. What is downregulation? It's when our nervous system, our parasympathetic nervous system takes over a little and we start to go into rest and digest, soothe and settle. In that place, that is where healing can take place, in that slower place when we're more relaxed. We could say that it's healthy relaxation, like not depression, right? Because like when we get really lethargic and depressed and we're not, and there's still tensions in there, it's not letting us clear that stuff. But in healthy down regulation, we are allowing our bodies to rest and digest, soothe and settle. It doesn't mean we have to be totally knocked out. We can do this in various ways, slowing the breath, slowing down the exhale, taking time to really give your weight to the earth. Give your weight to the earth, give your tension to the earth. So, a coherent down regulation is really rest and digest, soothe and settle. An uncoherent, incoherent, uncoherent, not coherent down regulation would be more like depression. A coherent up regulation is more energy and excitement. A not healthy upregulation will be like anxiety. Like there's this energy moving through my body, but it's making me uncomfortable. So that's anxiety. And they're very close to each other. It's just like a few things can be different and it goes one way or the other. But we want to think like our autonomic nervous system is giving us these capacities to calm down, slow down, process, rest and digest, soothe and settle. And it's probably not happening if you're sitting there looking at a phone or watching a movie, right? There's too much drama happening in there to let us release in that way. Probably we need to, unless the movie is like just like, beautiful fields or I don't know, good food. All right, let's roll all the way onto our stomach. So we're just adding an extra step. When you get onto your stomach, you're going to take a little arch up and then melt back down to the floor and roll the other way. If you don't have enough space, you may find you have to kind of keep adjusting yourself to be able to roll. That is also great work. So we're trying to just give us this little opening without like uber tensing anything. We want to do this all in a very soft, gentle, relaxed way, rolling. And if you need to, you can do a little scoochy wiggle adjustment, which is great also for your tissue. Did I mention how important the capacity to scooch and wriggle on the floor is, right? We want to be able to readjust. So maybe you want to stay on your mat the whole time and still get the roll. You can do that. A few more times. See if you can go even slower. Slow mo Sean. What's your name? That's my drag name. Slow mo Sean. Imagining maybe that you're like on a beautiful beach right at the edge of the water, and the water is just lapping and kind of moving you. So you can do this almost effortlessly, letting the water in your body move you. If you need more padding under your body, you get an extra towel or a blanket, or do it on your bed. Always, you could do this on your bed. Although doing it on the harder floor is going to give our fascia more compression, more massage. Let's find ourselves on our bellies. Oh, can you find your way to your belly? Taking your head on your hands, curl your toes under and just push up and down. Let go, soften and melt. Take a little inventory, body scan, head, shoulders, chest, mid back, lungs, waist, front and back, gut body, butt, quads, hamstrings. See if you can let go of any extra tension in there. Even if that means you're like giving yourself a little more of a wiggle jiggle than just a push, this pulse. And then once you've done that, let your knees drop from side to side. So that kind of like body scan relaxing as we're in this movement. We're going to come back and do it one more time. Just let your knees flop from side to side, massaging out your quads, relaxing your lower back, relax your inner body, relax your nervous system. Tell your nervous system it's okay in there. Even with all the crazy runnings of the world, all the madness out there, right now, inside, right here, it's okay. And then let's do the push one more time. And let's start down at your feet. Of course, they're doing a little bit, so they may not be totally relaxed, but feel into your feet, feel into your ankles, feel into your calf and shin, calves and shin, feel into your knees, front, back of the knee, feel into your quads, hamstrings, inner thigh, outer thigh, feel into the inside of your pelvis. See if you can relax inside of your pelvis, right? Sometimes we have a lot of gripping and pulling from the inside. See if you can soften that. Do a little tail wag. Shake your butt for a second. And then push it, pull again. Belly, abs, back body, extensors of the back, shoulder blades, neck, jaw, arms. Can you just let go a little bit more? And then release that. And let's take just a little baby arch here. In your arch, let your we're not going to do a lot of working in the arch, but we are going to let our head drop looking towards our belly and then let it roll up. So it's almost like a little wave moving through your body. Head drops, looking down, and then belly drops and you roll it back up. Head drops as relaxed as possible, looking down, belly drops. So almost like there's a sleepy quality to all of this movement. But we're getting this opening of the front of the body. So important as we're such a seated and telephone and what is the word? Like everyone's entranced by their telephones, just their heads dropped into them. Although I have to say, I'm less and less interested in my telephone. Let's come up onto all fours. And we're just going to take a gentle, easy meander to the front of our mat, maybe past it, and then back. Crawling, letting your legs hang out of your pelvis, doing this as relaxed and easy as possible. Think about a big cat, like a big cat out there, wherever they are, in the jungle, on the Serengeti, wherever the big cats are. There's a lot of different types of big cats are all over the world. Let yourself move like a big cat that doesn't have a care in the world. It's probably a lion, right? Although they fight with each other. I mean, there's, yeah, everyone has a care sometimes in the world, but for right now, imagine you don't. Good. And then let's take ourselves back and we're just going to do a circle with your pelvis. Not doesn't have to be big. It could, but it could be big. Let it be as big as it feels okay to you. Very relaxed, very easy. Telling yourself it's okay. If there's pain, don't push into it. Change direction. As big or small as feels good in your body today. Not forcing it into something else, into someone else's idea of what it should be, or even your idea of what it should be. Letting your body be primary. And then we're going to come up and we're going to do one more thing here. We are going to do a little butt walk. So the butt walk, just easy, taking a little walk on your sit bones, rocking from side to side, walking forward, walking back. Especially, this isn't so much for my Zoom room, but for people, and really, it's often fairly gendered. There are a lot of, especially even young men who have really tight hamstrings. This is a good way to get some movement there. This is also great for your prostate, your ovaries, your pelvic floor, right? All of those bits of business that we have in our nether regions, they need movement too. So letting this shift, and it's great for your spine, right? We're moving in a different way. Let's let that go and take it back down onto your back on the floor. Surrender, Dorothy. Let go. Open your arms wide. And let's just breathe into the width of our body. So breathing as if you're breathing out and beyond each fingertip, finding the width of your lungs, the side-sideness. And as you exhale, let it come back towards itself, condensing back in. Maybe a sigh, letting go. Letting go of your own intensity just for a minute. Imagining, now I'm imagining like a beach in Scotland with like a big breeze, seagulls, waves coming in. Letting your lungs be that breeze, widening and spreading and then coming back in. It could be a beach somewhere else. I just love that Scottish beach thing. You're not there to like, it's very different than the Caribbean beach, right? But it's still beautiful. All right. Changing the breath to the up downness to your head to your tail. Imagine that the breath is going beyond. So you're like breathing in and beyond your central channel. It can still be very relaxed, but just feel into the lengthening on the inhale, coming back together on the exhale. Lengthening on the inhale, condensing back in on the exhale. It's not that we're contracting, but it's like those, I can't think of a good metaphor. All my metaphors are getting mixed up in my head. Lengthening, elongating, exhaling, coming back together, condensing in. So this deep sense of growing and shrinking with the breath that's happening in that up and down in your body, you can imagine that every cell in your body is also breathing, which it is. And then we're going to take it into the front back. So we're going to try breathing into the space behind us, into our back body, and breathing into the space in front of us, into our belly, ribs, all this. At the same time, so breathing front and back, bulging and hollowing into the front and back space. This is very Laban Bartenieff terminology: lengthening, shortening, widening, narrowing, bulging and hollowing, growing and shrinking. This intaking of air, drawing in, and releasing of air, letting go, that is this natural part of our life, this natural growing and shrinking that's happening all the time. And as that's happening, our heart is getting this nice little hug. Every inhale, lungs are hugging the heart. The heart, in turn, goes to the lungs, right? Gets the air from the lungs, gets the oxygen, then later the venous flow returns the CO2. All happening effortlessly in our own bodies. But we don't even need to think about it. Taking up space in front of you, taking up space in your back body. And then from there, again, I know we're kind of rushing through this. We could spend like an hour just working with that breath, but this is more of an exercise class than a somatics class, even though this is definitely a somatics class, this second half. Well, let's roll it again from side to side, gently, softly, letting go, dropping into the floor. Sometimes, sometimes like exercise is like a reboot, right? Like, okay, I just got my blood flowing, I did all the stuff, got my cardio. But sometimes the exercise and this, like this more somatic type of exercise, which exercise is a weird word for it because it's not like super effortful, but we want to come into the part of us that can soften, can let go, can forgive, the part of us that can accept ourselves and be kind to ourselves and our experience. The part of us that is digesting life, digesting food, digesting being a person on the planet. So I'm going to add one more thing down here just to give us a different pattern. Once you get to one side, just reach your arm forward and your leg backward and then change it. Not a huge reach, just it can be very relaxed. Not like we're not doing Pilates, but we're just doing this contralateral crossbody pattern, reaching to get this little teeny twist in your spine. Doesn't have to be big, just a little one is fine. Very relaxed. After you've done it a few times, roll it to the other side. And the same thing. Leg is back, arm is forward. It can be very soft and it doesn't have to be huge, right? Did I mention this could be soft and not big, could be very small. You don't have to go into your biggest stretch. But what if to really let go and let your body soften wasn't about forcing it into a big stretch, but just letting it soften from the inside? Not that I don't love to force my body into a big stretch. That feels really good to me. However, it's not always the best thing, right? Sometimes a softer, easier, gentler thing is a better thing. Bringing it back onto your back, just give yourself a stretch, lengthen out, stretch through one side and then the other. Trying to stay present in your experience. If your mind is wandering to the 10,000 things, everything that you have to do later, everything that happened before, the big stories of life, see if you can let go of that, aware of your focus on that, and bring your focus into your body. All of that can still be going on. Just don't point your awareness at it. Don't point your attention at it. Just let it be there without giving it too much. The bubbling brook of thoughts can continue to bubble. It is also a flow, but you can come into sensation, be present with yourself in the moment. So we've done all this stuff. I think what I'd like to do is actually do some lymph flush because I feel like that's always a good thing. And now you should be primed for the lymph flush. Here's Lord Gaylord. Normally in the morning, he gets to sit on my lap and he can be very demanding about that. Like we sit, I do my things, he's on my lap. The computer is wherever it has to be so that he can sit there. This is one of the gifts of the pandemic, being home so much. All right, putting my sweatshirt back on because this is a slow class. And we're going to do a lymph flush. So which would be great in this state of like, if you have managed to find yourself in a calm state, great place to lymph flush from, rubbing your hands together, being in any position that makes you comfortable. Like I'm just down here on the floor because the ball's over there. Right hand to your left collarbone, left clavicle, just gently moving that. Hand is moving above and below. My hand is fairly flat, but there's a little teeny like pull with my fingers. So I'm getting a little push pull in there, mobilizing that tissue. Let's just take it around to the back of your neck. Give yourself a little massage in your upper trap. Release the kraken, whatever you're holding on to in there. And then the same thing on the other side. Left hand to right, coming around the back. Yeah, when most of actually my upper trap feels kind of loose, and then when I get right next to my spine and I kind of get my fingers to pull in there, I'm like, it's a little bit more rigid. So I'm just gonna do both hands and get in around my dowager's hump. What an awful name. I've got a dowager's hump, but I kind of do. So does my mom. My dad had massive kyphosis. Like he had a really messed up spine. Shake it out. Let's go into our angle of the jaw. Soft and gentle with your own body. Why not? What a novel idea. Being kind to myself. This is it. This is it. This is what we got. And it is, in a weird way, it is perfection within this moment. Not perfection like this ideal that's somewhere else, but perfection as in this is it. And then coming into next to your nose, just up here, and under your cheekbone. I'm gonna just go back and forth between those two places. So yeah, I've had this cold since Tuesday, basically. And it's a dry cold. Like it hasn't been, I can breathe. I've been able to breathe through my nose the whole time. I've still been blowing my nose fairly regularly. But, and then of course there's a little bit of a cough, but not too bad. But, and I have like canceled almost everything this week and like stayed home, tried to rest, just not, I'm not that good at resting. Shake it out. 10 little dragons running through the forest. Mobilizing your skull. Just feeling if any parts of the skin of your scalp are kind of stuck onto your cranium. See if you can get them to just move a little bit, right? We want a little mobility between our scalp and our cranium. Not a lot, just a little, right? You can like you can move your skin. This is one reason why I think that a lot of the uh facial choices people are making about adding things, subtracting things, putting stuff there, it's kind of locking up your face. And that is not, it's not very healthy for your tissue. Just from a perspective of flow and movement, um, yeah, not going to say much more about that, but I am opposed to adding and subtracting from our faces. Of course, if you've had some kind of horrible accident, anything like that, absolutely do it. But for the sake of vanity, we're all aging anyway. I wish we could just do that, right? It's happening. Why do we have to think it's so horrible? Because it is. No, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it's not. Parts of it are great. There are parts of it that are great. The great thing about being an older woman is you just don't give a fuck. You're like, yeah, whatever. Okay, they can think whatever they want. I have to say, though, that was pretty much my attitude for most of my life. So it's not hugely different. But there are some things that are different, and I actually like them. Let's take just a pull down your sternocleidomastoid. K27 points right in there. Gentle circles just below your collarbone. There should be a little place that feels like, oh, that's a little indentation. That's where it is. I am not being like driven by the horse of my hormones. I got to say, I like that. That is like that is good because I don't know, my hormones they were raging for most of my life, and now they're not, and I that feels good. It feels good not to have the hormonal craziness. Uh, and I don't do HRT, but I just went through things on my own, and it seems kind of okay. Everyone has a different experience. You got to do what you got to do, but so far so good. All right. And I know a bunch of people that are doing HRT that love it. So I don't know. You got to do what you do you. And every day is a different day in your body. Thymus thumb. Oh. Coming back to the lymph flush, right hand on your left armpit pec. And then the same thing on the other side, just massaging that out. And then coming into Cisterna just a little pulse in there. Let's do a little breath work for this, kind of a gentle in and out through your nose. So like as fast or as slow as feels good to you. Like I spend a lot of time doing breath work, so a fast one feels actually good, but not a huge breath. We're not going for not like that, but just gentle, little. Let it go. Big breath in, let it go. A gentle little speed breath to get your diaphragm moving and work your cisterna right? So that was for our lymph flush, cisterna coming into the inguinal fold. And then behind the eye of the knee. And coming around the front. So because we're doing a slightly slower, more internal down regulating class today, I want to actually finish it with a different breath work that is actually we're just going to ohm, but we're going to ohm in a way. I keep looking at my phone to see what time it is, just so that I'm not ripping you guys off. The ohm is going to be like this. Let me put it onto original sound. You're gonna let the oh ah out for as long as it feels good. I like to do a little bit of play with my mouth, with the shaping inside my mouth, which may bring some overtones. And then for the you're gonna just let the ride for a while. As I'm mming, my tongue can move around like a little sea creature in my mouth. So I will demonstrate. I take a couple breaths and calm down. Just coming into yourself. Then I take an inhale, little short breath hold, just like a little float. Let it go, some resting breaths, and then come back to the om. It could just be om, like a real om, like if you were in yoga class. But I like to play with it and kind of bring in a little bit of continuum pedal breath to it, which is letting your mouth have some freedom to play with that ooh ah sound. The again, letting your tongue have some freedom. So I kind of feel like I'm swishing the sound around, especially once it's in my mouth. It's like or chewing it and and then I can really hear and feel the vibrations moving in different places. So we'll just do that for a couple of minutes. Om. Doesn't have to last forever. It doesn't have to go in time with me. Just let it be like a wave crashing, coming in whenever it's ready. Overlapping waves crashing. Allowing any tension in your body to just drip away, dripping, melting, softening. And we're not locking ourselves up. If you want to move a little bit, if there's micro movement, that's totally fine. Ooh. You could also do this laying down. Okay, Lord's in here joining my meditation cat. Let's do one or two more. Really allowing the sound vibration into your body to just free flow a little bit, letting go, helping your, like it's singing to your tissues. I'm letting go of that. I'm just going to take a really quick peek at the video and see what's going on in TV land. Oh, there's people. Jerome, good to see you. I can't make an angry frown right now. But I like the idea of that. All right, I'm gonna close that out, and I hope you guys have a good day. I'm staying on Zoom room, but where is it? The live stream. Stop live stream.